And here's the thing, once the change of guard between outgoing head of state Uhuru Kenyatta and incoming President William Samoei Ruto takes place at the Moi International Sports Center, Kasarani, the final ritual will then take place at State House, Nairobi. Jackie Wambiru tells us of the final moments just before the outgoing head of state vacates the house on the hill.
Uhuru, I, Jomo Kenyatta, being chosen and admitted to the cabinet in Kenya.
On 1st June 1963, Jomo Kenyatta was sworn in as the Prime Minister of the autonomous Kenyan government. In December 1964, Kenya was officially proclaimed a republic. Mzee Kenyatta became its executive president, combing the roles of head of state and that of head of government. When Jomo Kenyatta died on 22nd August 1978,
Mimi, Daniel Doroitich Arab Moi, naapa kwamba nitakuwa mwaminifu kwa Jamhuri ya Kenya.
Vice President Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi was sworn in as the acting president for the next 90 days. Per the Constitution, a special presidential election to pick the leader to spearhead Kenya for the remainder of Jomo Kenyatta's term was to be held on 8th November, that is within 90 days of his death. It was the first presidential election to be held alone without the parliamentary election. Moi was the sole candidate and was automatically elected without a vote being taken. December 30th, 2002 at Uhuru Park, the late President Daniel Toroitich Moi handed over the instruments of power at Uhuru Park after his 24-year rule to the late President Mwai Kibaki.
Mgeni wetu, Commander-in-Chief, karibu, karibu.
Mimi, Mwai Kibaki, naapa kwamba nitakuwa mwaminifu.
After the swearing-in ceremony of Kibaki as Kenya's third president, Moi exited from Uhuru Park and went back to State House, where a Kenya Air Force helicopter was on standby to fly him from the house on the hill or the seat of power. A battery of loyalists was on hand for the final ritual. Moi emerged from the State House main door and marched briskly to the waiting chopper for that final trip to Kabarak, his private and retirement home. And just as the Kenya Air Force helicopter was waiting to lift Mzee Moi out of the green lawns of State House and begin a symbolic final flight marking the end of his 24-year reign, Dr. Salikos Gay, who was the head of civil service, stood by weeping quite evidently. A while later, Moi boarded the chopper and embarked on a journey to his Kabarak home, marking the end of his tenure as Kenya's second president.
Nashukuru sana mzee. Asante sana. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Your Excellency.
On April 9, 2013, Kenya's third president received President Uhuru Kenyatta at State House, where he later bade State House farewell at a dinner hosted by his successor. The former president left State House for his Muthaiga residence after 10 years in power with last-minute speeches, pleasantries, and it was the last meal for Kibaki as the third president of the republic. Before he was escorted by the country's incoming president Uhuru Kenyatta and other dignitaries to a waiting civilian car. But before he could leave, a hearty send-off for those who served under him as commander-in-chief and as president, all wishing him well and thanking him for what they termed as a smooth 10-year tenure. Kibaki left for his Muthaiga residence as he awaited to leave for his retirement home in Wega, Nyeri County. On 13th of September, after his inauguration, President William Samoei Ruto is expected to be received by his predecessor Uhuru Kenyatta at State House. Upon meeting with his predecessor, the outgoing president will then vacate the premises, signifying that a new administration has officially ascended to power. Reporting for Prime Edition, I'm Jackie Wambiru.